Okay, we're recording. So, hey guys, first of all, if I didn't even introduce myself, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jessica Craig. I'm from Alabama. My husband and I, he's taking care of the kids right now, but we both get to do this full time from home. So, am I frozen again? Brandy, let me know if I freeze up, okay? Am I good? I'm not frozen. Okay, good deal.
You're slow and choppy.
Am I? Oh, crap. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
If it keeps doing it, y'all let me know, and I'm gonna try to move to a different area of the house and see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Is it being weird?
No, I'm clear.
You're clear? Okay, good. Okay, good deal. Yay, Ashley just hopped on. So
I'm sorry, we just got home. I ran in the house to grab my laptop and pee.
well, thank you for
Yes,
peeing.
we all know
Thank
we
you for
do
not
a
taking
lot
us
of that,
to
don't
the
we?
bathroom.
Wait, do you guys want me to go back in? You can come with me to the bathroom.
Hey, we've seen it all, so that wouldn't be the first time anyway. I was just introducing myself and kind of letting everybody know I'm from Alabama. My husband and I, Stephen, if you don't know him, which you may have been connected to him prior to this, but we both get to do this full time from home. So we are like obsessed with all things Prove It, and we're so thankful, and we absolutely love the product, love the company, love every single thing about this, and we're so excited to be connected to all of you guys and help y'all get started. So Mandy and Ashley are on too, so this is about to be the most amazing new promoter Zoom ever in the whole entire world. So y'all get ready. So Brandy, real quick, if you want to tell me who all we have on here and which ones are brand spanking new and all that kind of good stuff real quick, and then we'll get rolling with the good.
Okay, so they are all brand spanking new except for Amber and you guys. So Shantae is new. She's on Andy's team. She's my promoter that I got from doing a host to post. So hi Shantae. And let's see. And then we have Andy's on too. She's not new. We have Gil. Gil's brand new. I don't even think he's hit go yet. I don't think he's just a few days old. Okay. And then Jamie is Amber Wilson's new promoter. She's brand new also.
Great.
Awesome.
I have a little list of things that we'll go over really quick, and then we'll also save some time at the end in case anybody has any specific questions, so we can go ahead and knock those out. I'll just get started, and then I'll pass it off to Mandy and Ashley. But really quick, to raise your hand or type in the chat or unmute yourself and let me know. Did you guys who are brand new, did you come in with a promoter pack, or did you just get started with your own product?
My own product.
Your own product, okay. Jamie, what about you?
I came in with the promoter pack.
Okay, and Shantae, what about you? Promoter pack, awesome. Okay, Bill, this is for you. I just wanted to touch on this really super quick. If you did not get a promoter pack, I just want to stress to you, no pressure at all, but I just want to stress to you the importance of getting that experience pack. It's really super beneficial to get your business started with product on hand to make those trials. There's a ton of reasons. Number one, it really gets your butt in gear. When you spend over $1,000, and if you guys are anything like me, when you first got started, that was a lot of money. Like my husband and I, we almost choked. We didn't know what to do. We didn't have that $1,000, so we put it on a credit card because we really wanted to give this our very best shot. And Shantae, the $37 is just the promoter fee. But what I'm talking about is we have a promoter pack that comes with 200 packets of ketones. So not only are you getting your business started on the right foot by having that product on hand to be able to share with people, to give them an experience, so most likely they're going to fall in love and become a part of your business. Oh, it keeps saying my thing is unstable. But can y'all hear me okay? I'm going to throw my internet
hear us?
in the lake. Y'all are frozen for me. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
You want us to help?
Okay, wait. I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yes.
I can hear you good.
Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Okay, if it keeps doing it, then I'll just zip it and let Mandy and Ashley take over because I don't want to be super annoying because I know that's the worst. But basically, to be able to have that product on hand, you're going to be able to share it with at least 20 people or more by making the 5 and 10 day trials. So you're going to get your business rolling. But on top of that, I just want to make sure you're aware that you get rank 5 pay for a year. So what that means is basically you get, am I breaking up again? Mandy made a funny face.
You said rank 5 pay for a year, but you broke up a little bit when you started talking about that.
Okay, rank 5 pay for a year, which means that you get paid as a rank 5 without actually having to achieve that. So that can be huge for your business financially. And on top of that, Prove It is crazy. I don't even know why they do this, but they give you double commission on your promoters. So double Go Fast bonuses for your first 30 days. So I know for myself, and I can speak for Mandy and Ashley and tell you that that meant thousands of extra dollars for us. I don't know Brandy's experience with her first 30 days, but for us, it meant a lot of extra money. So that's why I always want to make people aware of how important it is, what it can do for your business. But like I said, no pressure. If you can't swing it, no big deal. You can still come in and crush this. So moving on. Your very first goal, right? So when people come in, they usually have really big dreams. Like, have y'all heard about the car bonus? The Champ 6 car bonus. I'm sure you've seen Brandy post about it or seen us talk about it. That was one of the first things that I saw when I started reading over everything, and I was like, I can get a Range Rover. Like, I wanted a Range Rover so bad. I didn't even end up getting one, but at the time I saw that I could get a Range Rover, and so that's immediately where my mind went. I want to hit Champ 6. I want to get that Range Rover. And so the people that I was working with, when we all first came in, the people we were working with, they were like, okay, take a step back. I'm super excited that you have goals and ambition and you want to get that Range Rover, but let me tell you how you're going to get there. Okay, so I want y'all to know that this is your very first goal. If you want to do this business, is to hit GoPro and Go MVP. So I know you said Bill has not started his Go challenge. Jamie, have you started yours?
I did, yes.
You did, okay. And Shantae, I don't know about you, but your screen's blacked out, so we'll just pretend you haven't started yet. So basically, once you hit that Go button, you have 30 days to get those bonuses. And that can mean $750 in extra bonus money on top of your regular commissions, plus free product, plus you get extra bonuses throughout the life of your Prove It business. So it's really, really important, and I can't stress that enough, to try to focus and hit that MVP. That's what we want you to do. So I hit my MVP, and then the people that I brought in with me to be a promoter, I helped them hit that MVP. So this is going to duplicate throughout your entire business. So not only do you want to hit MVP so that you get that extra bonus money, you get that free product, you get those extra bonuses throughout the life of your business, but you're going to want to be able to help your people hit MVP. And what better way to help them is if you hit it yourself, right? So that's what you want to do. And what does the MVP mean? We have this great little video. I'm not going to go over all the details, but we have a great little video. If you haven't seen it, get Brandy to share it with you. It explains exactly what you need to do to hit it. Our cloud office, if you guys have played around with that, is so freaking cool, and it keeps up with everything for you. It tracks it. So whenever I was trying to hit my goals, my GoPro and MVP, I was constantly logging in and clicking and seeing how much I had and how much I needed and watching that little bar fill up and waiting for it to turn green. So that's something else that Brandy can go over with you guys. I'm not going to waste time talking about that, but it's 1,000 in volume for your GoPro with a minimum of at least 2 customers, and then you just do that again for your MVP. So it's simple. You can do that with lots of customers. You can bring in a couple promoters too, and especially if they get that one of the promoter packs, that's going to help bump that volume up big time. So you're going to be able to hit your GoPro and Go MVP, no big deal. But it can be done in lots of different ways. So that's your very first goal. Now, here's the real thing. How the heck do you do this, right? Like, how do you hit GoPro and Go MVP? You can know all the statistics. You can be a math person and write down how many boxes you need to sell and who needs to buy this and who needs to buy that. But you know what? You're not ever going to get it. You're not ever going to hit your MVP if that's all you're focused on. We want to show you and tell you exactly how you can get people to come into your business. Why would anybody want to drink this? How do you get people interested, right? So those are the main things that we want to talk to you about today. And we have a system that's really, really cool. We tell the same thing to every single person that comes into the business. So I want you to pay close attention to this, because this is what you're going to teach your people as your team grows, right? So it's called ACE, ACE. So if you're taking notes, write down ACE. And the A stands for attract. Now, this is how you're going to get people to come to you, okay? So when you first get started, here's what I want you to do for real. Reach out. You don't have to attract your best friends. You don't have to attract your mom, your sister, and your cousin. These are the people who know and trust you and love you, and you should be able to call them up on the phone. Mandy always says that, like, as soon as she found out about this, she called her mom. Hey, Mom, you got to check that. I think you're going to love this. And that's what she did for me, too. And actually,
I actually told you first before I told my mom. That's how much I love you.
Well, thank you. I love you, too. So, yeah, she knew that if she hadn't have told me, I would have killed her. So I tell people all the time who are nervous about reaching out to people, I'm like, are you kidding me? If Mandy hadn't have reached out to me and told me about this, and I found out later on that she'd been drinking this stuff and dropped 2 pant sizes and felt like $1 million and started sleeping through the night and didn't freaking tell me, I would have killed her, seriously. So I always keep that in the back of my mind, and I always share that with people. When you get started, you tell your friends and family. Don't wait on them to see your Facebook post. Don't wait on them to watch you lose 10 or 15 pounds. Reach out to them. They're going to be excited because you're excited, right? So after you've done that, after you've reached out to your friends and family, the people that you feel comfortable saying, oh my gosh, I think I just hit the jackpot and found the most amazing thing in the world, you literally have to check this out. After you do that, you're going to attract people via social media or in person, walking around, whatever kind of life you've got going on. I don't know all your details, but I love social media. So I'm all about attracting people on there. And so, guys, I promise you, everybody in the whole entire world pretty much is selling something. If your Facebook feed is full of people posting about their skincare, of people posting about their mascara, of people posting about their leggings, it's just over and over and over again all day long. And 9 times out of 10, unless it really catches my attention, I scroll right past it. Right? Like, all right, I've seen it. I get it. I'm glad your makeup looks good. I'm glad your skin looks good. Next. Like, I want to see people's real life. I want to know what's going on. I want to know, what they're doing this summer, what their kids are doing. Those are the things that I like to see on social media. So think about that. Before you go to make a post on social media, think about it. Is this something that would attract me? Is this something that I would want to see? Right? So don't just blow up your Facebook with a bunch of prove it ads, a bunch of stock photos. Don't do any of that. And guys, right after this Zoom, or not right after, but at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock Central Time, we're going to have a Zoom specifically for social media. So if social media is somewhere you want to build a business, which I highly recommend because the opportunities are unreal, limitless, basically, be on that Zoom. Mandy's going to be leading it, and Stephanie Milkey, and they both have insane businesses that they have built on social media. So I'm telling you, get on that Zoom. I literally can't wait for that. So the next step, right, once you've got people interested, whether it's somebody that you've reached out to or someone that you have attracted on social media or down the road from wearing a Prove It shirt, whatever it is, the next step is C out of ACE, and that stands for connect. If you're taking notes, write down connect. Now, connect can mean a bunch of different things. We just want you to connect your person to a tool. So if their question is, what the heck is this stuff? Right away, the first connection piece should be the campfire video. Okay? We don't want you explaining to them what this is. You may be super duper smart and know so much more about ketones and ketosis than I do. Maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a scientist, or maybe you've been doing the keto diet for 100 years. I don't know. But either way, what we recommend is that you do not try to explain it. You can let them feel the excitement, like, oh my gosh, I've been drinking this for a week and I've never felt better. But when they say, what is this? Like, how does it work? All you need to know is, can you watch this video? It explains it really, really well. I want you to get on that campfire video. And then after that, when they have questions, the next step is going to be to connect them with someone that you're working with. So if you're working closely with Brandy and someone comments on your Facebook post, you share the campfire video, and then they're like, well, I have diabetes. Can I take this with my medicine? Or how much does it cost? Or how many do I need to drink a day? Or I have an ingrown toenail. Like, whatever the heck. Whatever their question is, get them connected with Brandy or whoever else you're working with. So the way that this works, guys, and this is another really important piece, don't be freaking weird, okay? Like, I think it's so weird whenever I actually said this yours ingrown toenails. That would be life-changing. No, I think it's super weird if somebody were to come to me and say, do you mind if I put you into a third-party validation message with my upline? Like, if somebody said that to me, that would be a total turn off, and I'd be like, whoa, what is happening here? I just asked you what this stuff was. What are you doing? So pop them into a group message without asking first, and as long as you do the introductions really well, everyone will feel super comfortable and not weirded out, right? So what you would say is, hey, Amy, this is my friend Brandy. She's been drinking ketones for a whole lot longer than me. I literally just got started. So I'm going to let her help answer your questions and she's going to give you her experience. Hey, Brandy, this is Amy. She saw my Facebook post and was interested. She's watched the campfire video, but she's got a few questions. Boom. Everybody knows why they're in a message. Everybody knows who each other is, and it's not weird. And I'm telling y'all, this works 90% of the time. You're going to see it not work every single time. So I don't want to say like, oh, if you put somebody in a message with Brandy, they're going to order right away, because it doesn't always work out like that. But you will have a higher success rate if you do this. If you follow these steps that I'm telling you to take, I promise you, you will have a higher success rate. So what you're going to do after the third party is get them enrolled or get them an experience, right? So that's the E part of ACE. So attract them via social media with a really cool post, or by wearing your Prove It gear, or whatever you're doing, reaching out to them, however you're getting people interested. And then the next step is connect with a tool or a person. We have so many really cool resources, guys. I know if you're brand new, you haven't had a chance to like figure out where everything's at, and that will all come as you go. But we've got an answer for literally every single question in the whole entire world. It's crazy. And then the third and final step is enroll with either as an online customer or with a 5 or a 10-day experience. So this is what we do over and over again all day long. This is what we teach every single team, and this is what we want you to teach to all your new people that come into your business, because it works. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute and pass it off. Mandy, I've got like a list of stuff, but of course you can talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about. But if you could talk about like maybe different ways to share like keto life parties and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay, let's see if I muted myself. Can you guys hear me okay?
You're good.
Hi, I'm so excited to see your faces or your ceilings, whatever whatever's floating your boat right now. Jess, that had, Shantae's like, oh, I got this little beautiful thing on my head, so that's why you're looking at my ceiling. So Jessica did such a good job of just giving you so much information and just really the important stuff that you need to think about as you move forward. And, you know, it sounds like a lot, but I promise you, it's not everything. It's just the stuff that's going to help you move forward and move forward quickly. So I guess my question, while we're talking about how you want to share this with people and the different ways you can share this with people, which Jess already kind of touched on a little bit, is like, what's your goal? Like, you decided to share ketones with people for why? You know what I mean? Like, for me, I decided to share ketones with people because, like Jessica said, I knew damn well my friends would kill me. Like, I called her and Ashley first, and I knew they would kill me if I found something and I didn't tell them about it. I also decided to share ketones because I saw a business opportunity, right? I saw potential. I saw an opportunity to get myself out of a financially frustrating situation, because I quite honestly believe in this business model. I was a school teacher for a really long time, and I'm going to be honest with you, they don't make any money. All of the teachers where I live are currently on strike right now, and no kids had school today except for my kids, because my kids' school didn't care, I guess. But everybody else's schools, none of the kids had school today because the teachers are protesting for more pay. You know, I mean, like, I didn't want to live that life anymore, right? I wanted to be in charge of my financial picture. So I loved ketones. I knew I had people that would benefit. I definitely wanted to get mine for free. I definitely wanted to have this financial freedom that I didn't currently have. And my goal at the time was to make $2,000 a month. Like, I knew ahead of time, that's my goal. So if you don't know why you want to share, I would think about that, because it's going to make the ways to share seem more realistic, more reasonable, more like, okay, I'm going to do that, right? So I would think about figuring that out. Andy said she wanted to feel better and look better. And then when the business was proposed to her, she saw the opportunity to take some of the pressure off my husband financially. I love that. Agreed. My husband basically paid for everything. So it was a nice opportunity to help out with our family. So I would just, if you haven't thought of that, like Andy had, Amber wants to keep her daughter in private school. So she knows exactly how much that is, right? She's got some kind of a number in her head. So when it's time to start sharing this with people, that's going to help push you to share as you start to think of those things. So there's a couple of different ways you can share that are pretty simple and pretty easy. I don't know if you see this. This isn't actually a super old school shirt, and I wear it when I don't go out in public because I don't like this one, because it just goes right across my boobs and everybody has to look at my boobs to read it. So I don't typically wear this one in public. But if I am in public, unless I'm like at church or a fancy dinner, I'm probably wearing a keto shirt, right? Like, where the conversation is just one great way to share. Getting yourself a Prove It shaker, getting yourself a t-shirt or two. You know, that was something I invested in pretty early inside of my business. Once we got our product out of the way and, you know, I saw the potential there, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get some gear. So we just call it wear and share. It allows people to start a conversation with you. It's part of that attract that Jessica was talking about, right? Sharing on social media. So like Jessica said, we're going to have a whole Zoom here in about an hour that's going to talk to you about ways to use your social media to build a business. Ashley's got hers on too. I need to order that shirt. I didn't like it when I saw it, but now every time I see someone wearing it, I wish I had it. Yeah, Jessica said she gets comments on her shirt every day. So social media, Brandy's got one on. We're going to talk about that in about an hour. So I won't go into a whole bunch on that here. Keto life parties. Also, y'all be prepared because my dogs are about to come home from daycare. So there's about to be, it's going to sound like I have 42 dogs, but I only have 2. I promise. They're just going to run around the house and bark when they come in. So let's be prepared for that. And then keto life parties are another way to share with people. So raise your hand or type in the comments if you've ever been to like a Sensi party or a Tupperware party. I'm old, so I was like at the old school Tupperware parties. I'm sure they have them new now, but I was like the old ones. Or Mary Kay party. Hi, I actually was a Mary Kay girl at one point, so I've hosted a Mary Kay party. And then I found out you had to like help people and touch their faces. And I was like, I'm out. This business is not for me. So I can't even match my own color foundation. So how am I supposed to match someone else's? It was bad. Jessica really loves going to parties. I don't love going to parties. And so Keto Life parties are nothing like the parties that I don't love going to. Keto Life parties are super casual. It's just an opportunity for your friends to come over, try the product. Jack and I usually just take 3 or 4 or 5 of our favorite flavors and shake them up and let people sample them. We show them the campfire video. We have an opportunity for people to buy 5 in 10 days. And then we ask people at that party, like, hey, who do you know that would want to come to one of these? Can we host one with you? So if that belly to belly personal life interaction is something that you all feel that you would love to do, like, I'm definitely a social media girl. That's number 1. Number 2 is people in real life. Hi, yeah, that's good. I like talking in real life and striking up conversations with strangers. Parties are 3rd on my list because we're all going to have our struggles, but they're really powerful and really simple and really effective. We also have people who will get together with buddies in their team and do booths. So you have a whole bunch of different options on how you can share the product. I would just think about, like, what do you think is going to be the most comfortable for you? What do you think is going to be the most powerful for you? Where do you feel like you're going to be in your comfort zone, and start there. And then we can talk to you about adding in the different ways to share the product after that. Like, if you hate social media, that's not where you should start. If you hate social media, that's the first thing I want you to do. So let us know where your wheelhouse is, and we'll help you figure out, how to get started in that particular area. And then you can start into the other one. Is that what you want to list, Jess? You're
muted. Yeah, that was perfect, and I'm breaking up. So can you hear me? I'm literally going to lose my freaking mind. Okay. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, good. All right, perfect. So that was absolutely perfect, Mandy. And I think our next and last thing is, I would love if Ashley would talk about where and why everyone should be plugged in.
Y'all, this is one of the absolute biggest things in our business, and there's so many reasons why. But first of all, the Pulse app is probably one of your biggest lifelines. If for some reason Facebook crashed tomorrow, which let's all pray tonight that doesn't happen, but if Facebook crashed tomorrow, the Pulse app is going to be a great resource for you to stay plugged in, to prove it, to anything Prove It does, anything they want to tell you, anything that your customers do, anything that your promoters do, any sales, anything at all, it's Prove It related, is going to come through the Pulse app. So number 1, make sure you have that downloaded. If you're not for sure how to do that, reach out to Brandon about it. Pulse app is something you should check on a regular basis. Also, don't have it downloaded on your phone. Have your notifications turned on. So when you go to your phone, the app says, hey, you do things on your Pulse, and you know to go check it. You should check on a regular, if you have kids and you check kids throughout the day, you should be checking your Pulse app just like it's your child. Facebook. Okay, so you're probably, guys are all in Team Legend and Team Faith. If you're not, like I said, get with Brandy, get with one of us. We'll make sure you're in there. But that's where we're going to have anything the Pulse app has, anything we want to share with you, any Zooms, any updates, any contests, like anything at all that y'all need to know, anything we want to share with you, any tips or tricks or ideas or transformations, testimonies, you name it, it's going to be on those team pages. So make sure you're checking those every day. As a rule of thumb, typically I don't like to teach to get up in the morning and get on your phone and check these things. However, I'd be a big fat liar if I said I didn't do that first thing in the morning. But you should definitely check it. If you can't do it as soon as you wake up and as soon as you go to bed at night, check it several times a day just to see what you've missed. Scroll through there, people give a shout out if someone hit, rank 2 or they hit their MVP or they got their first brand new SmartShip customer. You can give shout outs to your teammates on there. You can comment and say, hey, way to go. I'm super proud of you. If you want some post love on your social media post, anything you need is going to be on those 2 team pages. So just try to stay in the know and check those out as often as you can throughout the day. Oh my gosh, we have the best Prove It promoter page. If you're not in that, get with Brandy, get with one of us. We'll make sure that you're connected to that. But y'all, that is it. We have Facebook Lives in there, Zoom recordings in there, sales specials, updates, tips, things from other promoters that just aren't connected to Mandy, Jessica, Brandy, and myself. But everyone across Prove It, the best of the best. Someone that just came in yesterday and they hit MVP and you're like, what the heck has this girl been doing? And she's sharing it on the Prove It promoter page. Like, that page is golden. It's amazing. Check it as much as you can. But don't just check the page, comment. If you find something that you think is super helpful, super useful for your business, something that you think someone else on the team could benefit from, like it, comment, add some value to it. This is something else that's really important. Staying plugged in. It's not just something for you to do. It's something that your team sees that you do. So, think about this for a second. What if you hopped on Team Legend and Team Faith or, Brain, never saw her doing anything? You would think, okay, well, Brandy's not doing it. I don't really need to do it. It's not that important. It's not that serious. So I'm not going to be that interested in it, right? But if you see Brandy commenting all the time, making posts, adding value, giving feedback, asking questions, and she's freaking killing her business, you're going to say, that's what it takes. I'm going to do what Brandy's doing. So your brand new team members are going to do the same thing. So if you're on there, if you're interacting, if you're showing up on those team pages and the Prove It promoter page, that's what people are going to do when they see you doing it also. Team threads. Bless your little hearts. You're just getting started. So you're probably in 2 or 3, maybe 1, and I love you. But someday you're going to be in 45,000 because your team's going to explode. And you're going to remember this Zoom when we talked about you were just in 1 team thread. So I know sometimes it can be hard to keep up as you go. But when you're just getting started, that team thread is so important. If you need an immediate answer, you go in there. If you need help with a third party, immediately go in there. If you need anything at all, that team thread is most likely going to be super up to date, super quick information that you can get. And the team pages are great. That's not what I'm saying. But a team thread is like a direct text message to one of us, So a team thread is going to be super important for you to get something that you need ASAP pretty quickly. And then, like I said, ask questions in there. If Brandy says something in there, if she asks a question, or if she says something, you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, or I have some feedback for that. Pop it in there, like comment, say, hey, Brandy, I think that's amazing, or great idea, or how do you do this, or hey, this is what I did today, or hey, I saw my first 5-day trial. Use that team thread like it's your own, because it is your own. That's a great way for you to build your business, get a ton of information, and just make your team members say, hey, she's here to show up today. She's working it. If she's doing it, I'm going to do it too. But staying plugged in is a lot of things. It's not just 1 or 2 things, but it's just staying in the know. It's staying involved, and it's holding yourself accountable. So if you are doing these things every day, your team members are going to do these things every day. It's easier for you to continue to do them because you're staying consistent. If you don't do them all the time, I promise you, your business will start to kind of not go as quickly maybe as you want it to. Oh, baby. I'm just gonna open. All right, this is real life, y'all. You want to see him? Okay. But staying in the know, staying involved, holding yourself accountable is super important. Don't ever let yourself get out of the habit of staying plugged in. It's harder to get back there if you do it, I promise. Did I mention all the ways to stay plugged in? Pulse, Team Legend, Team Threads, Prove It promoter page.
I think that's everything.
Prove It Facebook page. You talk about the Prove It Facebook page. Yeah.
What on the Instagram?
Okay, listen, I have to tell you the story. What? Okay. So the Prove It Facebook page, this is how we first found out about it. Okay, so we work for the FBI on the weekends. Just kidding, but we kind of do because that's just how we are. If you need to find something out, let us know and we'll dig into Facebook and find it. So Mandy, which when she's in trouble, I'll call her Amanda. And so in this case, she was kind of in trouble. Amanda was digging around on Facebook and she found the Prove It Facebook page and she stalked it and didn't tell me and Jessica about it for a while. She stalked it for a while and she saw some really good content, some really good information. She saw some people interacting about a trip they were going on. Melissa Reddick's husband had commented on one of the posts saying how proud he was of his wife, and she'd earned this trip to Hawaii, and oh my gosh, I think you're amazing. And Mandy was like, oh my gosh, this couple seems so sweet. I want to reach out to them. Can you imagine? Y'all listen to me. Can you imagine if you commented on the Prove It Facebook page and the next Mandy Mitchell saw that you commented and said, look how nice Amber is. I'm going to reach out to this girl. And then she became a legend. Like, what the flip? So what I'm trying to tell you is the Prove
Sign
It.
me up.
The Prove It
Sign me up right
Facebook
now.
Girl, me too. Sign me the freak up. But the Prove It Facebook page is so important for a lot of reasons. People investigate every single freaking thing on Facebook, okay? Jessica Craig is the queen of this. Hey, guys, what kind of earwax removal should I use? I don't really want to go to Amazon and search the best reviews. I want Facebook to tell me what they're using. You know, where should I go tomorrow to eat? What should I order at the Mexican restaurant? But everybody goes to Facebook. So if you're adding value to that, just imagine what we could all do if everyone thought of it like that. We've got Doctors Live videos on there. We've got any sale that we're running. We have all the new technology that we're using. You know, Brian Underwood, our CEO, he does videos on there, live videos on there. It's an amazing page. It's full of really useful information, and there's tons and tons of resources. Jessica was talking about earlier, connecting people to our resources. The Facebook page is so huge. There's so much on there. What are y'all saying over here? Let's race. Y'all are killing me. But there's tons of really useful information on there, but it's another great place that we can add value and we can comment and we can add, you know, really useful content for other people. If you haven't checked that out, it's Just Prove It, facebook.com/Just Prove It. It's got great information on there. I challenge you to check it out, like it, and go ahead tonight before you hit the bed and invite 5 or 6 friends to like the page and just say, you know, hey girl, I don't know if you've seen this page yet, but it's something I've been trying. I'm excited about it. If you wouldn't mind checking it out, let me know what you think. Like it for me and then hit me back or something like that, however you talk. But go and get some friends to check it out for you. You know, see what they think about it. Tag a couple friends in the new video that Chris Rodriguez did. But there's a lot of really good stuff on there. Check it out if you haven't already done that, and make sure to add that to your arsenal of resources for other people.
Hey, Andy, if you don't mind, can you mute? It will not let me mute you, and there's like a bunch of background noise coming from you, and I don't know why I can't mute you. Sorry, love you.
And I love your sweater because I love leopard print, Andy.
She has leopard print thongs on right now.
Andy, out of control.
You
Calm
know.
down.
Okay, and I wanted to say one more thing before we open this up for questions. I meant to talk about this earlier really quick, or just touch on it. I know we're really excited about the product, and that's most likely what brought all of you guys into the business. You found out about ketones, you started drinking it, and then you're like, oh, well, I might as well make some money too. You know, that's how it happens so many times. But personally, before Mandy even told me about ketones or shared the campfire video with me or told me how cool this product was going to be or how amazing it was going to be, I was actually praying for an opportunity. Like, we were in a really bad financial situation, and I was looking for something that would allow me to work from home because I had a newborn baby and all that kind of good stuff. So I was looking for a way to make some money. So thank goodness she shared with me the business opportunity at the same time that she shared ketones with me. Because imagine if she just said, hey, you can drink this stuff, never told me that there was an opportunity involved, and I found Mary Kay the next day, or you know what I mean, or Advocare or whatever, and decided to go that route. So, thank God. But just keep that in the back of your mind too. Whenever you're sharing this product with people, when you're sharing the power of ketones, you don't know what they've been praying for or what their financial situation is, or if they would even be interested unless you put it out there, right? So don't be afraid to speak about the opportunity, because it is just as powerful and just as incredible and just as big of a deal as our product.
Can I share something about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
And honestly, y'all, just getting started as a brand new promoter, when the 3 of us got started, we were ignorance on fire. And let me tell you what, you're just getting started, you don't know what the heck you're talking about, and there's nothing wrong with that, the best thing for you to do right now is call your best friend, call that girl you used to work with, call that girl that used to rock another business kind of like this, and say, hey, I'm just getting started. I would love for you to build this with me. Like, we can do this together right now. Like, you're just getting started. I don't really know how it works. I'm just getting started, but let me introduce you to my friend Brandy. She's freaking crushing it, and she can teach us what to do, and we'll start together. So that's something you can say right from the beginning. You don't have to know all the stuff. It's just you're doing it. You see somebody else that you think they're amazing. Hey, girl, you've been killing this, so I know you'd be great at this, or I know you used to do that. Like, so I know that you could do this, you know? So being brand new, there's bugs out here, and I just can't deal, sorry. Being brand new, in my opinion, is such an advantage to saying stuff like that. It really is.
Yeah, and it's the same way, like I said, if Mandy had lost a couple dress sizes and had been feeling better for months before she told me about ketones, I would have been pissed. And it's the same thing with the business. Your friends don't want to wait on you to make $2,000 before you tell them about it. They want to make $2,000 with you. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to have an incredible story about any of it. Just be super excited and pumped up, and people are going to want that. They're going to feed off of your energy and want what you have and want to feel the excitement that you're feeling. So I think I'm done. Mandy, if you have anything else that you feel like we need to talk about, or we can open it up for some questions, whatever you want to do, y'all just let me know.
But I love that you said that. I love that because we talk about all the time how people don't want to wait until you've lost weight for you to share it with them. They want to lose weight with you. People don't want to wait until you tell them you've been sleeping great. They want to sleep great with you. I love that you put that spin on the business too. Like, people, I mean, I wanted Jessica and Ashley to make $2,000 with me, right? Not after me. So, and we still celebrate each other every single week, every single month. We're still celebrating, you know, our financial wins as well as our health wins together. So I think that's a really powerful thing to remember. Like, hey, who wants to do this with me? This is where I'm going. Who wants to go there with me? You know, a lot of times we get in our heads and we say, oh, I want to have results first. Well, in the business, that's how you get results, by having people do it with you. So I love that you said that. I wrote that down so that we can use that again. That was great.
It just came to me.
That's when it's the best.
Bill, Jamie, Shantae, do any of you guys have any questions? Or Brandy, if you feel like there's something else we need to talk about, you just let me know, babe. Okay. Going once, going twice. Three
No,
times.
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Am I being heard? Can I?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hey,
you can't hear me. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So I am, like you said, I'm very ignorant and new. So, and I'm listening to everything, and as you can see, kids are hooked to my hip 24/7 of the time. So what advice would you give for trying to start things up initially at home? Like, I know with the posting and things like of that nature, but is it all that it really takes as far as trying to get others to kind of get involved with the products? Because I haven't hosted a party yet, so I guess that's an initial jump, right?
Yeah, Mandy, you want to take that one? I feel like I've talked this whole time.
Hey,
I'll probably hate my voice.
No, I don't, because I was being super rude and answering a message that somebody texted me 4 times because clearly they couldn't wait for 45 minutes. So I answered them and didn't hear anything she said. I was the most super rude person on the planet.
Well, I was saying is that I haven't hosted a party yet. So I think that would be an initial jump for me to go ahead and get everything started. But I guess it's kind of hard, juggling, because as you can see, I can't do anything because so I'm just trying to see like how you guys juggle it is what I'm trying to see.
Well, listen, I think the fact that you have that to quote unquote juggle is actually what makes you real and appealing to people. So a lot of times we look at those things that we think are going to be what's going to hold us back from this. But in reality, that's who you're connected to. That's who you're going to resonate with. That's who you're going to, connect to on a personal level, or other mamas who's juggling the same kind of stuff, who wants to be able to see that I can do this too. So I say embrace it. Like, have a party and tell your friends to bring their babies. You know what I mean? Like, embrace that. You know, I resonate so much more closely with mamas of teenagers than I do with mamas with littles because I have teenagers, right? So I literally live a life that's very open, and I post about almost everything. And like, you know, if I'm getting someone ready for prom, or if, you know, my teenage daughter just wants to basically spend all of her time with her boyfriend and I want to stab myself in the eyeball over it. I mean, you'll know that stuff because I'll say it, but it's what shows people like, oh, hi, you can have a regular life and do this too. If you have a full-time job that keeps you busy all of the time, like, share about how you're drinking your ketones at work and how it's helping you get through the workday. Talk about how, oh, I spent my lunch break answering messages. It was the best lunch break ever. It shows people that you can do it and they can do it too, right? So I say embrace it and don't let that be the reason why you can't do it. Let that be the reason why you should. You know what I mean? Just invite your friends with all their babies.
Also, we have a promoter on our team that's literally killing it. She just recently had twins, and she was having the same challenge. She said, what am I going to do? I'm breastfeeding both of them. I feel like I'm dying. I can't talk to anybody. I want to do this, and I'm doing this, but she literally sends me pictures like that, so sorry. But she does this new mommy meetup. She goes to the local mall. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't even have a mall to go to, but she goes to a local mall, takes the babes in this massive stroller the size of a minivan, and has anyone that wants to come with their kids meet her. And they talk about real life mom stuff. They gripe and complain. They talk about their blessings. They talk about their ketones. They talk about what they're eating. And they hold each other accountable, and it's real life. So if sometimes it's McDonald's, if sometimes it's at the play place, if sometimes at the park, if sometimes it's literally shopping in the mall or going to Walmart, whatever, they go together and they make it real, like, hey, if I can freaking do this, then you can freaking do this. So if you have a chance to ever get out of the house at all, or like Mandy said, get them to come to your house for an hour one day, go to their house one day, but find people that have the same interests and the same, you know, things that you have to talk about, and just make it work. Make ketones a part of that conversation so they feel like, hey, she's doing this, I can do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's just the littles that kind of keep me from, I guess, doing to my fullest potential, because I can do it. It's just that with one, I probably could, but now I got two. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So, yeah.
And
I got
you'll
you.
You'll attract.
Can I
right?
say
Like,
something?
they'll be like your people. The people who you bring into the business will be like you. It's weird.
Yeah, Jamie, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Okay. I'm new to this. Amber recruited me. Hi. This is actually a second job for me. I run a full-time daycare out of my house, and my crazy neighbor is up there cutting his yard at 8:30 at night. So that's my area. I live in the country, but this is my second business that I'm starting, and one of the pieces of advice that Amber had given me was with going on Facebook. She said at least once or twice a week, at least have an interest post, and at least have, you know, a picture of yourself. Keep people updated with your progress and things. And a lot of the people that I have that bring their kids here to my daycare, I've been going on, and she had said about adding more people that at the top of Facebook, how it has people you may know, or people that are friends of friends, you know, how many people you have in common. Click on them, send them a friend request, add at least 20 to 50 people that you send friend requests out to, and build up the people that are on your Facebook instead of just having a stagnant Facebook. Get new, fresh eyes. And I'm like most people, when I see a friend request, I go on their page and I kind of look at their page.
I'm a stalker.
And if I see pictures of people that are, you know, showing me that, hey, look at these pants that used to fit me and now they fall off of me, like, that's going to catch my interest. Or people that are like super fit and crazy, like if you know people that are in the gym, that sort of stuff. Don't just limit yourself to your everyday area. Step out of your comfort zone and entice people. Like when you're dropping, like if you're taking your kids to the playground or something like that, like don't be afraid to advertise or reach out and invite new people to where you are. Step out of your comfort zone, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm not I'm not a big people person, just to kind of like start conversation. So that's just me. But I guess through social media, I can chat that way, and then
Yeah.
that we can get more comfortable. Because once I get more comfortable with you, then I can kind of, spark more of a conversation with you. So I guess that's just something I have to work on, I guess. But being a teacher, that's beautiful. I talk all the time.
You should talk to everyone. You should talk to everyone you know because you're gorgeous. So people would probably be like just mesmerized by you. You can bewitch them to do whatever you want to do.
Well, thank you.
And then if you just keep that cute babe right there on your chest, then it's like double whammy.
Well, I appreciate it, ladies.
You're welcome.
Hopefully that helped. And like, like I said, like Jess said, you'll attract the people that have similar lifestyles to you. Like that, I'm looking for people like me. Like I'm looking for people like me because I know what I want out of this, right? So I'm going to post more about and just be who I am because that's who I'm going to attract, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, guys, we've had y'all on here for almost an hour, and I want everybody to eat dinner, take a bathroom break, meet us back here in about 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes for the social media Zoom. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth your time. No pressure, Mandy, but I'm confident that it's going to be freaking awesome. And Mandy's going to
No pressure, but it better be, or we're all going to Avon. Love you.
Okay, and it was great to get to see you guys face to face, and we'll see you again soon, and hopefully we'll get to do another one of these next week with all the new promoters that you guys bring into the business, okay? And it'll be doubled. Okay. All right, love you guys.
Love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And